Hey folks, welcome to Girl Talk. We are having ourselves a fabulous time. We always have a fabulous time.
We do. Domicile.
Here at Bella Domicile. Hanging out in one of the kitchens. Is this your kitchen, Elise?
Could you tell?
Yeah.
The other show that we opened up, I was going to say, like, this is mine.
Yeah.
Welcome to Elise's kitchen.
But I
Welcome
know,
to
but I
Elise's
feel like
kitchen.
we talk about my dream home too much on the show sometimes.
We've got it all figured out. If there's a builder watching, you're going to know exactly Elise's taste. Give her a call.
And I love this, but also just these
Where'd
like
she go?
fabulous secrets.
Wow. I know.
I mean,
it's
true.
true.
Just awesome here.
It is.
It's awesome.
It is awesome.
I was excited about the cookbook folder.
Oh, okay.
So,
Janet was
a lot of
excited
great
about the
things.
baked
I think
snack.
I could do
I
that for you,
was,
Ellen.
yeah. These are very low-calorie pears.
That's right.
Locale.
So,
Bring us back. Bring us
right,
back.
now, reel us in, lady.
We're going to be talking about the galley sink.
We knew she could do it.
Yeah.
So that'll be later in the show. We very much look forward to it. We're also talking about diamonds.
Girls' best friends.
Girl's best friend. So that'll be a fabulous topic because we're actually going to be talking about jewelry of all kinds. We're wearing one of the bracelets that are offered at TQ Diamonds, and this is kind of a starter kit in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like a upgraded Pandora. They're really cool. They're made out of leather, and they're obviously offered in lots of different colors. So
And you add charms as you go along.
And they're magnetic.
Love that.
So
So
you
nice.
can put it on without a team.
For the ladies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you don't have
exactly.
an entourage at home, you're
Exactly.
able to put this bracelet on. But we're going to pick his brain a little bit about Tim, who's the owner and who started this business many years ago now, about how he did it and a little bit about what they specialize in. And of course, we'll talk about diamonds. But you actually recently had a fabulous diamond experience that I want to make sure we talk about.
I did.
Was it fabulous? I hope so.
It was dang fabulous. It was really amazing. You've heard of Harry Winston? He's like
Yeah.
Of course.
the king of diamonds and jeweler to the celebrities. He's one of the first guys to start providing. He actually loans these amazing pieces to the celebrities on the red carpet. He started back in the 40s with the Academy Awards. So when you see all that bling on the red carpet, it's real and it's probably a Harry Winston piece. But I happened to be in a city that had a Harry Winston salon. They call it a salon.
A salon.
A salon.
Of course they do.
I like
Fancy.
that.
And one of the iconic Harry Winston pieces is the Harry Winston wreath. And they insisted that I try on this
They did.
Harry Winston wreath. Yeah,
Probably
I'm.
because you look so beautiful.
Probably because she was drooling over the case and they figured.
Get her out of here.
That's right.
So listen to this. There were 172 diamonds in this wreath.
Oh my
That
goodness.
comes to over 46 carats worth of diamonds.
Wow.
So I had $500,000 worth of diamonds around my neck. And I had a friend
And
with
you bolted for the door, right?
See ya.
the end of the story.
There was more
We'll be right
security
back.
in that store than there were employees.
I was
So
gonna
here's me,
say.
I'm going, oh wow, just imagining the strapless gown. And
Was it heavy?
It was. I loved that heavy feeling.
Well, you would
Probably
want it to
pulls
be.
you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like bring you back.
I would just want it to know it was still there. I would want it to be heavy so I
sure.
wasn't constantly worried if it was there or not.
Yeah.
So is it one of those things you put it on and you just, wanted to
Play
dress
dress
your
up.
hair
Well,
around
Glitter fall
and
from
like
the
do a
sky.
catwalk?
You were instantly in a princess gown.
I was transformed. I was looking in the mirror, imagining the gown and all of that. And I had a friend with me that was kind of making fun of me. And the saleswoman's like, leave her be, she's having a moment.
Oh,
Every girl
they
dreams of that
understood.
moment. You
I
got
did.
to have it.
I did have a moment. It was pretty neat.
How fun.
Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk ice as well with, Player's Edge.
Yes.
Hockey and lacrosse.
Nice segue, by the way. I like that.
Very nice. And I think it's really interesting too with hockey and lacrosse together because I know from talking to Kyle before, he's like they're actually sports that go together. Opposite seasons and people, the
that's a
same
good
type
point.
of players.
Right.
People who are interested in more of a physical contact
Sure.
sport, interested
Right.
in hockey and lacrosse. But I've never put that together in my head before.
Similar teamwork and strategy, too, I believe, with
Yeah,
those
both
two.
with
Like you
stick
said,
things.
opposite seasons, so you have something to do.
Things.
Yeah.
You have to have control over that. I was just thinking that I would not be coordinated enough to play a sport where I have to hold something.
Oh, you're a
as well.
volleyball player. You do great.
No, like hands are good. That's what I've got. But I don't know if I can do all of that.
Sure.
Well, that's exciting. So we'll learn more about those stick things.
Stick games.
Okay, this really sounds girl talky.
No, man. After the break, that'll be fun. We're talking sports, we're talking diamonds, and we're learning about the galley sink. So please stay with us here on Girl Talk at Bella Domicile. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're at Bella Domicile off of Nesbitt Road, and it is just beautiful in here. We're standing in a beautiful kitchen, and we'll get to that a little bit later. But first, we're joined by Kyle, and he is the owner of Players Edge Pro Shop, and there's a location now, it sounds like, in Sun Prairie that's open, and Oregon coming soon.
Yes, we're really excited to be opening both of those.
Awesome.
Putting a lot of work right now into the Sun Prairie location and getting that ready for everybody to come in, which it did open last Friday.
Very cool. And it's a familiar face too. You may have seen him too on Talk of the Town. So you're no newbie to Channel 57. So thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So just first off the bat too, what was your motivation in opening the Sun Prairie location and Oregon coming up soon?
Yeah, a lot of it is just providing the services to the families, to the players, going the longer period without being able to provide those skate sharpenings, routine maintenance. It was troublesome, especially as a player myself.
Absolutely.
And let's talk specifically about the retail component here. So have you had that specific experience in the sort of the retail side of the industry? Because I have to imagine that's a different beast, right?
Absolutely. So the experience I'm bringing over has a lot to do with the retail side in the lacrosse part of the store.
I see, okay.
And so we're sort of combining that with Larry Clemens and Ben Collin, the owners of the company, and we're basically merging it together with my experience with the lacrosse industry, their knowledge of the hockey market, and so we're really putting that together.
Two great sports. We've learned so much about hockey over the last few months, but
Yeah, this is Girl Talk, but we can still talk about hockey and lacrosse.
Oh yeah.
So you are having your business in hockey and lacrosse, but there's some pretty big companies that are I imagine going to be some competition for you. You have Dick's Sporting Goods and Total Hockey, Hockey Giant. What's your plan to stand out from those guys?
Well, our number one priority is providing high quality service. The guys that we're going to have in the shop are experts in the hockey world. So whether it's, what should I get my skate sharpened at, or what kind of stick should I be looking for, what kind of equipment, they have the answers. They have way more answers than what I have, especially when it comes to hockey. On the lacrosse end, I'm going to be leaned on more for that. So whether it's how to string a pocket, to what stick should I buy, what's the best for my 5-year-old versus what's the best for my high schooler. So.
Boy, and some of those athletes can get pretty serious about how their skates are sharpened. So
yes, yeah, it's really funny when they come in and they say, "I want this hollow," and for me, I'm like, I don't even know what that means. But, there's a couple of guys there that
gotta learn the lingo.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you can make favorites out of, if they can become, you can become their favorite.
Yes.
You're going to be locked for life.
Yes,
Great.
exactly.
And I know from talking with you too on Talk of the Town, you guys are really unique in some of the different services and even hours that you guys offer. So can you share that with all of our viewers too?
Yeah, so what we want to do is we want to be open in what's convenient for the players and for the families. Obviously, the players, since we're in Sun Prairie and Oregon, players in Madison, things like that, they can't necessarily just get on a bike and ride out to Sun Prairie or ride down to Oregon. So we're focusing on being open 4 to 9 during the weekdays, and on the weekends being open from 8 to 5, and then on Sunday from 8 to noon.
That's so nice.
And so it provides the families the ability to come to the store.
Right.
After school.
Exactly.
Yeah, good point.
They can't get out of school for it as much as they probably want to, so it's nice for mom and dad.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit. So you mentioned that obviously you're kind of learning some of the hockey expertise, but kind of share with us some of your history in lacrosse and what you bring to the table in terms of knowledge there.
Yeah. So I actually have a father and a brother who both participate in the Middleton lacrosse program, and so a lot of my knowledge came from there. And then I've recently started to play. A lot of my expertise comes in manufacturing the actual products, and so I've been able to learn from what other manufacturers do, what the talking points are, what's specifically important for the players. And then on the hockey end, my knowledge is limited, but I've played hockey now for 8 years. So.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a player in hockey and manufacturer in lacrosse.
Exactly.
And what a growing sport. Lacrosse is really growing primarily here in the Madison area. I find it fascinating how quickly it's growing and gaining popularity.
Yes, it's very close to becoming a WIA sport, and so we're really looking for the push in that sport.
Speaking of growing, and we're almost out of time, do you plan to grow beyond your 2 locations? I know you haven't even opened Oregon yet.
I know. We are definitely looking at other options that we have, specifically sports arenas business and just moving forward in that sense.
Well, good luck with that.
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you for being here today,
Yes,
Kyle.
thanks
We
for having
appreciate
me.
it. And make sure you check out the location that's open now, Players Edge Pro Shop in Sun Prairie. And Girl Talk will be back right after this.
And welcome back to Girl Talk. We're at Bella Domicile in Fitchburg, and in a few minutes after the segment, we'll be looking at the Galley sink. It's going to change the way you use your kitchen, so you won't want to miss that. But right now, we turn our topic to a girl's best friend. We're talking diamonds, and if you've been a resident of Madison, you might recognize the name TQ Diamonds, and if you thought it stood for top quality diamonds, you're not that far off, but it's actually Tim Quigley, the owner. Thanks for joining us today,
Great.
Tim.
Hey, thanks for inviting me.
So TQ Diamonds has been around in Madison for 29 years. Congratulations.
Correct. Thank you.
Give us a little history. And
Well, I started the business when I was 18, right out of high school, and based on the education that I got with from Memorial High School, taking small business and marketing co-op. It was in 1987, so we started in September, and now we're a family-owned business. My wife works in the business as well as my two children, and then we have many long-standing staff members as well too.
that's an amazing story.
Congratulations,
It is.
first of all. That is incredible.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a lot of hard work, but it's very rewarding, and I wouldn't have changed it for anything.
And give us just a real quick briefing of the things you specialize in.
We specialize primarily in diamond engagement rings. We do a lot with fashion jewelry. We also custom design and make jewelry in the store as well as we have 2 goldsmiths on staff, so we do repairs on site as well as appraisal. So we're really a full service jeweler. The only thing we don't do is watch repairs, but we do sell watches.
Not many people wear watches, it seems, these days, but
Not
they're
with
coming
the-
back.
But the cell phone, it's a fashion statement.
Fashion jewelry struck my attention. Do you specialize just in fine diamonds, engagement rings, or do you kind of have a plethora there?
We kind of run the gamut. I mean, we carry all kinds of fashion jewelry, from colored gemstone jewelry to a new line that we put in the last year and a half that the face of is J-Lo. It's called Endless Jewelry, and Endless has price points starting at $39 and up. So really, there's something for everybody in our store.
Yeah,
That's one of the
That's
great
great.
things. Yeah.
That's great. I mean, being on Girl Talk, we're always looking for our bling, you know?
Right, bling it out. And you guys are kind of the experts too in the Madison area, and kind of what sets you apart?
Well, one of the things that sets us apart is that we've got a very educated staff with a lot of credentials. We've got a long-serving staff as well too. Our manager's been with us for over 20 years, and a couple of our full-timers have been with us 15 years plus. I'm actually a graduate gemologist and a certified gemologist appraiser as well as my wife is, and then we have another graduate gemologist and certified gemologist on staff. And so extreme knowledge, expertise. We've got an AGS gem laboratory within our store for appraising. So we've got our goldsmiths have been doing metal work in gemstone setting for the last 30 years, each one of them. So very educated.
Sounds like you have a good thing going. If your staff is staying with you for that long,
Oh,
you've
yeah.
Doing
got
something
something
right.
special. Yeah.
Very impressive.
It's a great team atmosphere. That's what, and it's all about customer service and meeting what the customer's needs are. So that's what's, again, it's tough sometimes to pull open the door of a jewelry store and walk in and what's it going to cost. But like I said, we've got price points starting, under 100 and going to, in excess of 100,000.
Now, what about the customers that aren't pulling that door open online? We talked just a little bit before cameras were rolling about some online business.
Yeah, great question. I mean, we've got over 20,000 products on our website, so we've got a full e-commerce site. We actually sell all over the world, primarily throughout the U.S., Europe, and Asia. Everything from watches to engagement rings and diamonds. So it's a type of thing that we can meet anybody's needs.
You can still get the expertise, but in your jammies.
Yeah,
There you go.
I love that.
It's so easy online.
A little too easy sometimes.
Okay, real quick, Tim, what kind of trends are you seeing right now?
One of the trends in the engagement market is we're seeing a lot of rings or a lot of clients selecting rose gold as an option. I mean, platinum's always been popular, white metal's been very popular, yellow is starting to come back. One of the other things we're seeing is a real resurgence with 10 and 15 and 20-year, 25-year anniversaries. Couples coming in together, looking at upgrading their the center diamond,
Sure.
which is something that we offer, as well as selecting a new mounting or setting for the diamond. So that's one of the things,
Absolutely.
ladies like something a little bit different. Guys don't necessarily
My
want to
mom,
change.
my parents did that, and let me tell you, it makes for a happy wife.
Yeah, there
Happy
you go.
wife,
You go
happy
in-
life.
When you
There you
go
go.
and step it up after 10, 15 years. whatever.
Right, there you go.
Alrighty.
Very cool.
Well, this is Tim Quigley. He's with TQ Diamonds right here in Madison. Thanks so much for joining us today,
Great. Hey,
Tim.
thanks
Yes,
for having
thank
me.
you. Thank
you.
Alrighty.
We'll be right back here at Bella Domicile right after this.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We're filming here at Bella Domicile off Nesbitt Road, and we're talking about a topic today that I personally love.
The moment has come.
I think we all kind of do. This is the Galley sink, which you're the only provider in the Madison area, which is
are.
awesome, and it is such a cool amenity to have to your kitchen. This is Kate.
Yeah.
She works here at Bella Domicile. Kate, let's start from the beginning. Tell us all about the Galley Workshop, as you call it.
So the Galley Workstation, it's not just a sink. It's a complete workstation designed around function. It's where you can do all of your prepping, your serving, your entertaining, and your cleaning. So again, we're the only distributor in the Madison area. It's made in the U.S., and it's just a great overall functional piece to have in your kitchen.
I've heard
And it's beautiful.
And it's beautiful.
I've heard that one of the great things about it, because you're preparing at this station, is that you never have to turn your back on your company while you're preparing or washing dishes or whatever it may be.
Right.
That is
Yeah.
a great point.
Everyone can kind of become part of the action and not miss out on anything.
And one of the things that Janet actually informed me on, she's been teaching me as we've gone along the episode today, but there's more than one size. And I had either didn't know that or had forgotten that point. So this isn't just for this gigantic, massive kitchen that can support, the big one.
Right. So it comes in 6 different sizes. Starts at 2 feet and goes all the way up to 7 feet. So it's 1 foot increments. It's truly great. It fits in any kitchen.
That's really great, because it is, the whole point is to, well, I like how you say that you don't have to turn your back to your guests, but it's also great for storage, and it's just nice and convenient. So to be able to put that in a smaller space might even be more needed or more beneficial.
Well, I'm thinking of like those starter homes, maybe your first home that you buy. It's not necessarily the huge kitchen or the huge layout, and you have to remodel, and so that 2 feet would be great.
Right.
And talk about versatility.
Yeah.
So there are accessories. As you said, this isn't just a sink, it's a workstation. So you can do your chopping and dicing, you can boil, you can have it be a buffet sort of a thing. You have I think over 50 different accessories. Tell us about them.
Yeah, there are a lot of different accessories, and that's what makes it so functional. So it's actually each set, depending on what length you get, it varies on the amount of accessories. They come with different bowls, colanders, grids, knife blocks. There's a large amount of accessories and anything you may need.
Wow.
They come in different colors. We have white, black, gray, even bamboo.
Oh, really?
For the accessories, you mean?
Yes, for the accessories.
Because you can put a cutting board. I think I remember you putting a cutting board over the sink, and they all
Exactly.
kind of latch on, right?
Yeah.
They slide over, so you need one thing, and then you're done with
Move
it. You
it
just
over.
slide it over.
Yeah,
It's so neat. It's such a fun thing.
And this thing has won awards too, I think. It's been acclaimed.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that it can fit into anyone's kitchen, clearly, by the different sizes. But I'm sure that you get a lot of questions or objections from clients and that you may have. What kind of questions or objections are those? And
How do we deal with it?
how do you deal with it? But I was going to say, how do you talk them into getting this? Because this is something that everyone needs.
Yeah, it really is. So a lot of the concerns we get regarding the Galley sink is that, 1, my kitchen is too small, or 2, I need all the countertop space I can get. And that truly, those are positives where the Galley sink can become super beneficial in the fact that all of your accessories are over your sink. So
Right.
your cutting board, you're gaining countertop space. You're not taking it away.
That was one of the things that came to my mind, actually, is are you losing counter space? Because there's so many things that you see on top. Like you said, it's like turning your sink into counter space.
Right.
Really is sort of the reverse.
And it's a 2-tier, it's a dual display unit where you can slide something over and have another tier underneath it and slide that over.
Right.
So you technically are gaining countertop space.
Yeah. And you mentioned, Jan, we were laughing earlier, and Elise, I think too, you can do all kinds of things. Like you can literally like bathe your baby and have a snack right next door. You can bathe that beautiful new puppy of yours and have your buffet right next door. So I think that's so cute. There's all kinds of functions for that. I want to talk a little bit about, we're going to switch gears a little bit. So talk about the Parade of Homes with us, if you would. Tell us what that is, how people can participate. What does that have to do with Bella?
So the Parade of Homes happens every year. It's a great experience for clients who want to see new construction homes in the Dane County area. So this year there are 7 sites, 7 different neighborhoods. We actually teamed up with Encore Construction, and we have a home that we did a lot of the cabinetry, all of the cabinetry for in the Bishop's Bay community.
Wow.
Bishop's Bay, so that's the Middleton area, right?
I feel like I've heard about Bishop's Bay. Is it pretty beautiful over there?
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Golf course.
So tell us more about the home that you worked in.
So the home, it's very sleek. It's a modern contemporary design.
Ooh, you'd like that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
that's my style.
And even if it's not your cup of tea, you will fall in love with this home. We did all wall hung vanities, so all the units look like they're floating.
Oh,
Explain
fun.
that. I'm not sure I understand that.
So they're literally mounted to the wall, so you're not going to see any legs on the cabinetry or any bases. They're just all wall mounted. So
Neat.
it creates a very streamlined, contemporary look, yet provides a lot of efficient storage. And that was the goal. This client came in and wanted a completely custom home with that style in mind.
When is the Parade of Homes?
It's currently going on right now. You can buy your tickets at any one of the sites or online. So definitely worth going.
Wow, even if you're not in the market, it might be kind of fun.
I know.
So
Inspiration.
just to recap real quick, Parade of Homes, you buy a ticket and you just get to go tour all these awesome places.
Exactly. All
Wow.
the different neighborhoods. You buy one ticket and you can go wherever you
It's
like.
kind of like coming into your beautiful showroom, but on a very expanded level.
Very much so.
Oh my gosh.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to that, and that's what's so fun about, talking with you guys is you get to really customize your own space and see what some of those examples are. It's a great example to go to the Parade of Homes and actually see some of it in action.
Right.
But how fun to be able to have your home really not only work for you, but look exactly how you want it, or
Yes.
how I want it, how you want it.
Exactly. 'Cause
So that's
they're very
so much
different.
fun. Yeah, that's right. As we've learned.
Kate, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
If you're interested at home, please stop down to Bella Domicile and just check this sink out. It's beautiful. You'll fall in love.
Worth a stop.
guaranteed. Yeah, absolutely. If you missed anything, check us out on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. We always take great photos here at Bella. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Girl Talk.